Hi guys, Sandy Ingram here. Important news. Some of you are invested in the BRICS system without even knowing it. And thus, we have to ask the question, did or has the Iran conflict given BRICS a currency weapon? IQD investors, listen up. In order to understand the importance of this video, you want to realize that 1, Vietnam is a partner with BRICS. 2, Iran is a member of BRICS. And 3, Iraq is neither. This may be your first time hearing this, but those of you who are invested in the VND, the Vietnam Dong, you are indirectly already invested into the BRICS system. But here's why this video is so very, very important. The Strait of Hormuz has given BRICS a financial crisis foothold. Here's why, and here's how.
Insurance service from Iran. What is this about in the Strait of Hormuz?
So yeah, the Iranians announced this new program, Hormuz Safe, where they're suggesting that carriers, ships can pay for insurance using Bitcoin. And, people can decide if they think this is more like a mobster-esque, protection money or not.
Iran is a member, like I said, of BRICS, already said and done. And it is allowing BRICS nations to pass through the Strait of Hormuz for a fee of $2 million. Oh, wait a minute, that's wrong, that's incorrect. For a fee of 2 million cryptocurrency. Now, believe it or not, this channel has always said that one of the major reasons that the current administration attacked Iran had to do, of course, with weapons, with nuclear weapons, but it also had to do with Iraq's multi-billion-dollar crypto system. Iran has a multi-billion-dollar crypto program that they have been using to escape sanctions. Iran has been sidestepping the SWIFT program for months on end. Now, if you continue to watch your screen, you will see that BRICS has now 55% of the global population. 55%. It's larger than the entire globe. More people are associated with BRICS than any other system in the world. But wait, there is a situation or a problem with it. The GDP numbers do not support the 55%. Yes, it is 55%, but the G7 nations have a cumulative GDP starting at around $47.8 trillion. 47.8 trillion. BRICS nations, even though they have 55% of the global population, they only have 28 trillion in GDP. This was as of late 2025. Of course, as more countries join BRICS, the numbers will increase. Now, I'm not telling you my opinion. What I'm sharing with you are the facts surrounding this particular situation. You form your own opinion. I'm giving you the facts as it relates. Now, the BRICS countries have already been trading with each other using their own currencies. They have cut the US dollar out of the entire trade system among themselves. However, what Iran has just did is came in and put cryptocurrency at the head of the table. Will BRICS follow into the crypto space? We don't know. But one thing is for sure, they will have to purchase or transact their business in cryptocurrencies in order to get their ships through the Strait of Hormuz. And yes, they will be bypassing the SWIFT program. What Iran is essentially doing is holding 20% of the global world's oil hostage. And it can be released, your ship can go through if you pay the $2 million in cryptocurrency. Now there's two things that I want you to take away from this video that's very, very important. One, many of you are already indirectly invested into the BRICS system through Vietnam. Vietnam, the VND, are a member, impending member of BRICS. Now, Vietnam has this habit of keeping their currency value low. We can only hope that Iraq will not take on this personality and start trying to keep its currency low as well. In the past, the channel has implied that the Development Road Project would push Iraq to increase its currency value. But as we move along and we do more research, we're beginning to see that regardless of what Iraq's GDP is, that will not force them to increase the value of their currency. In other words, I'm saying to you, they very well could take on the personality that Vietnam has, and that's to keep the currency low. Now, in an upcoming video, I am preparing for you that will explain how we will get our profit regardless of what the CBI, the Central Bank of Iraq, decides to do. Because we have to be prepared for all the different scenarios that they may render to the public about their currency. The second thing that's important that I want you to take away from this video is that Iran is pulling global finances into the crypto space, avoiding the SWIFT platform altogether. Now, crypto has been falling like somebody pushed it off a cliff. But things could change. And you know, there's always been that rumor that the current administration was going to play ball with cryptocurrency and help wipe out or reduce the U.S. debt considerably. So these rumors have not stopped. They're more quiet, but in the back of people's minds, they have not forgotten that the Russian financial advisor said at a global financial meeting that this is what the current administration was planning to do. So smart investors they're not talking about anything, they're not saying anything, but as crypto falls off the cliff, they're not selling their crypto either. And I can tell you that for sure. They're not selling it. They're holding on to it. And they're just watching it fall. They're just watching it fall. But because falling doesn't mean much to them, they're used to the roller coaster ride all the way up, very, very wealthy, all the way halfway down. Cryptocurrency investors, they more than any other investors in the world are training us to have a high tolerance level for ups and downs in the market. I know they're training me because I couldn't stand to be associated with an investment that does what the crypto market does. But now I get used to it. I don't even check the cryptocurrency account. I just know, okay, it's down. It will come back up, is their whole belief, their whole consensus. And so I'm trying to be like them. It will come back up. But one thing for sure, if Iran has its way, it definitely will come back up.